because it was so tough, um, it brought us really close together, and it took an insane amount of maturity to deal with and to perform and to watch. And I think it was really important that we brought it to Arlington High School and the Arlington community to see how they'd react to it and how they deal with this kind of story.
People ask if something like this could happen in Arlington, and it's too easy to put it off as something that's rural or Midwest. And I think there's a huge disparity between how we actually are and how we think we are. And you look just this past week in Newton, a temple had a swastika painted on it. A few hours after the election of Barack Obama, a predominantly black church in Springfield, Massachusetts was burnt down. And we think we're one way, and I know that's not the whole of the community, but we definitely have that component here.
It affected so much of the country, not only in Laramie, but so many people found out about it. I mean, they wrote a play about it, and it got all the way across the country, and people are performing it and bringing other people together, and for people to see what evil was done, what violence was done. And I think one of the lines that Rulon Stacy in the play is that good is coming out of evil. The truth is coming out. The truth is going to be told. And I think that's so true about many things.
One of the bigger things that stood out to me was playing two different roles with two extreme different values. I played Douglas, who was a leader of the Mormon Church, who was completely against gay people in every sense. And then I played Harry Woods, who was a gay man living in Laramie. And I think touching upon the way they reacted to what happened was really emotionally powerful and really difficult to do.
They just give you a script and you have to make your character just based on what they say. And a lot of them have opposing viewpoints. One of my characters had viewpoints that were different from mine. He didn't believe that homosexuality was right, but at least at the beginning he didn't, and I don't know, that was kind of a very opposing viewpoint for me, so I had to kind of get over that, I guess, in order to make a more accurate portrayal.
It was just hard for us as actors to go into that emotional place when you're finding out all this information. But once we did find that place and we were able to play it as actors, it really, really hit home, I think, for the audience too.
As strong as Arlington is as a community, I still believe that there are people that really we need to get this point past, because right after my show I was talking to a kid, and he seemed like he had a problem with a gay kid, and I said, what's wrong with them being gay? It doesn't really matter, person's a person. But it's great that so many people learned from this performance.
I remember the first night, Friday night, we walked out, and we're supposed to walk out looking proud, and I was just so happy. I couldn't stop smiling, and it was just finally we get to show people all this stuff we've been doing for so long and how hard we worked on it. And I think they really appreciated it, because I know some of my friends after were like, I'm gonna stop saying gay and I'm gonna stop and do all this stuff, and it made me feel good, because a bunch of us have known that for a while, and you can tell your friends to stop doing things, but it doesn't matter, because they don't have reasons. They've just been told to do it. So now they have something to look at and base it off of.
All the cast members were, throughout the weeks, we kept on getting closer, and the relationships with just as us, as we go to the same school, and we got to be with each other, we got to know each other, and by the end of it, I think everybody in the cast they were closer to everyone, and that's what I really was looking forward to.
Being a part of the crew, seeing the play from behind and from the audience, and from behind the scenes, I feel that I get two different opinions, as an actor or as an audience member, because when you're acting with it, what emotion fits within each character, and what you need to do to achieve your objective, and what emotion fits to your objective. But as an audience member, you quite don't understand as much, but you process the information and you process the emotion that the character gives, and you get a better understanding of the play.